Several ways to get your ex-boyfriend back. When a woman starts a war, called getting back together with ex, she has various natural weapons. Moreover, during her life, her instincts made her learn numerous ways to seduce a man. We know different types of characters, and each woman acts in a different manner. Some choose crying in front of their lover, shouting with tears in his face, and speaking dramatically. Some of them can even get into a hospital because of their uncontrollable emotions. They usually can host their ex without making him change his habits and without paying attention to his drawbacks, which used to drive them crazy before. Others choose violent flirt with all the friends of their ex. In some cases, jealousy can play its part and she gets a date with her ex. But there are some cases when a lady is making so many efforts that without noticing, she is already in front of the altar with her new boyfriend. Yeah, sometimes the result is even better that she was aiming to achieve. The rest works hard and tries to achieve success at work to become a prosperous woman in 40 years, who has her own house and a very posh car. And then when she'll be alone, she'll look back and think that he could have had her if he had returned in time. There is also a group of ladies who go in for sports and want to lose weight, to become prettier, and so on. We all understand that breaking up with a person you are in love with is always painful and emotionally difficult. If a girl can't fight this pain, it usually leads to unpleasant consequences, for example depressions and various changes in a psychological health of a person. I'm sure you don't need these problems, do you? Then start with realizing the reason of your breaking up. Did he leave because of you or because of another woman? If you came up with the decision that it's your fault, you'll be able to return him only if you change yourself. How do you think? Is there any chance he might still love you? The answer is in the affirmative? Then you still have chance for being happy with him. But if the reason he left is another woman, you can fix everything in two ways: crying a lot on your friend's shoulders and moaning about your severe destiny, or trying to win him back. So, you know for sure that he has another love now. You have to take a revenge on her first of all. This first step is significant for your self-estimating and can also show your ex how wrong he was when he even dared choosing her instead of you. This way is also good to demonstrate her real name, which is the bitch, and show her that you are a real angel. Why are you on the earth? Oh, you have only lost your wings for a while. And of course your task is to prove him that he really can't live without you and your love, and that he can't let you go, because you are his number one lady. If you manage to succeed with these tasks, be sure you'll make him beg for a date again next week or sooner. In a week, he'll realize that it's always been you, and only you can give him joy and happiness on this land. He'll be tearing his soul, and in one moment you'll appear with your arms widely open to embrace him. Can you imagine how grateful he'll be that you've decided to excuse him and to be his sweetheart again? If you are ready to use this method, you have to read about it in more details in this ebook, Get Your Ex-Boyfriend Back. Never show him that you really want him back. If he suspects this, you won't get any success. It's very important for him to have lots of initiative. He has to understand what a naughty boy he had been and how much pain he has caused you. Are you interested how you can make this work? If you are an extravagant lady and you want unusual methods, you should start looking for a professional detective. The one who can tell the truth about the partners in a couple or in a marriage, whether they cheat on each other or not. Such detectives are popular among very rich men, who usually want to find out whether their girlfriends are honest or not. Such agencies are well known in the entire world. If you apply for a detective service, they will offer you a very attractive man who is good for the work of seducing your female rival, the one that replaced you for your ex. If this service is unbearable for your wallet, you can easily use another way. For instance, asking your good and sexy friend to seduce her. The features he has to have are being funny, adventurous, and beautiful. Oh, and one more thing. Don't forget that your ex might know some of your male friends. That's why be careful while choosing a fake seducer. What result will you get and how can you benefit from it? You'll have tons of high-quality shots and videos where your ex's woman is with a lover. These are circumstantial evidence. This is a proof that his girlfriend is cheating on him. You should pack a videotape and photos carefully in a box and send them to his office. And of course put a mark confidentially on it. This way the entire office will know about the joy your ex-boyfriend's lady is having with her sexy lover. Her reputation will be damaged for sure. Whether this succeeds or not, you have to go ahead. Meet him somewhere accidentally. I think you two have left some common friends. Drinking tasty wine, listening to pleasant music, having several laughs and a warm and sincere conversation are magical factors for any man. Maybe your ex will understand his mistake too and come back to you without any practical efforts from your side. Don't count on a very fast seduction of your female rival. This may take a while. If you want to see personally how your ex will react on the evidence you've collected, you should send everything in a box to your address. Then you dial his number and in an innocent voice tell him that someone must have mixed the address and sent you some porn. Throw an offer to watch it together and get some good mood. After this, your task is to observe him reacting on his girlfriend having sex with some guy on your TV screen. Believe me, you'll get 100% pleasure and satisfaction and of course good mood. As you see, we are talking about very radical methods now. But you can choose any way you want. We have some calmer ways to become friends with your ex again. You shouldn't bump into him too, apparently. But you two are likely to have some common friends with whom you meet often and have common interests. This means you can meet him as much as you like at your friends. You can benefit twice. Firstly, you'll always look terrific. Secondly, you meet him as if it's by chance. Not to pander his vanity, you should flirt with other men you meet. It's good if you do this just in front of him. Try to follow simple only women no rules. Try to move with grace and dignity. Let each your move demonstrates independency and freedom. When you look into his eyes, try telling sharp jokes. You have to model your special method of artistic smoking. Let your speech be sweet and sound sincere. Try to twist a thin chainlet around your finger. Always sit with a flat back and remember to cross your legs elegantly. Practice a sleek look several times. At first, you look at him, but then very abruptly you move your look down. It's like you are shy. Show him your curious and sincere smile. Play with a bracelet tenderly. If he gives you a compliment, you have to respond with a thankful and sensible look. Dress freely and put open clothes on. Don't be afraid to look seductively. Never forget to email him with a warm and funny letter or a joke. This will demonstrate him that you are a tolerant lady and you are still good friends. This will always maintain a connection between you. Put your hand into your hair and touch it tenderly without messing up your haircut. Put your finger on your lip and slide it down to your neck and then copyright Khalida copyright. But remember, you don't have to look like a slut. More like a coquette. Give him lightning speed looks, which are also shy. Play with your earrings tenderly. But don't let him seduce you first. You can hurt his self-esteem and vanity if you have a very quick and coquette romance with another man. He is likely to find out how you could forget him so soon. He is also likely to feel jealous about your new relationship. Men are very egoistic, that's why he'll definitely try to make you come back to him. And you don't have to melt down as soon as you feel his renewed interest in you. Be a little difficult to get. If you find yourself in one bed with him after a couple of drinks in a bar, don't count on him being your true love ever. But if your boyfriend broke up with you and is still alone, you have to find out the reason you've split up before you try to get him back. Try to understand your inner feeling and ideas. Try to feel calm about the fact that you won't see him for a while. You can spend this spare time thinking about your past relationships and emotions. What had happened with your love? Never stop looking good. Even for a moment, you can't forget that you have to be attractive and beautiful. Everything has to be ideal and you have to feel yourself confident and astonishing. Start from a haircut and finish with your pedicure. Is everything okay? Your appearance is a very important weapon in this war. Go in for some exciting hobby. It will surely move your thoughts away from this unpleasant breakup. You don't have to think of it constantly. The less you think, the better you feel. Never be nervous in front of him. If you meet him by chance, you never become sweaty and shaky. Demonstrate him your confidence and ability to live alone and to get satisfaction from your life. Lots of men love to see women suffer because of them. They want to be always welcomed in her house, but it's no good for you. Better show him your joy, let him know that you get maximum from life you live. Men love self-sufficient women. Cheer up and you'll see his efforts aimed at getting back together very soon. Some period later, you can offer him to get a drink and to chat a bit about your past. Maybe you'll find the reasons of your breakup. Maybe you'll even work out this situation and manage to get back together again. Of course, if you can't see any interest towards you, you'd better give up the idea of you two together. And never show any press on him. And the last thing, before you get down to conquering him again, think carefully whether you really need it. Do you want this past relationship to occupy your life again? Maybe it's better for you to start a completely new life, which will have more exciting relationships and people in it. You might think that your ex has changed, but in fact each of his drawbacks is still with him. But if you are sure, don't put off reading more about getting your ex-boyfriend back. It'll surely help you to gain in this difficult and tensed war.